Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria, often referred to as the King of Cocaine, was one of the most notorious drug lords in history. He was born on December 1, 1949, in Rionegro, Colombia, to a modest family. As a young man, Escobar displayed an entrepreneurial spirit, engaging in small-scale criminal activities and demonstrating a keen ability to exploit opportunities. In the late 1970s, Escobar saw the growing demand for cocaine in the United States and recognized the immense potential for profit. He, along with other associates, established the Medellin Cartel, named after the Colombian city where the organization was based. The cartel quickly became a major player in the global cocaine trade, controlling a significant portion of the world's illicit drug market. With his charisma and cunning, Escobar managed to infiltrate Colombian politics and law enforcement, creating a vast network of corruption that allowed his criminal enterprise to operate with relative impunity. He presented himself as a champion of the poor, investing in community projects, and gaining public support through acts of charity. However, behind this facade of benevolence, Escobar was responsible for countless acts of violence. The Medellin Cartel engaged in a brutal war with rival drug cartels and law enforcement agencies, resulting in thousands of deaths and destabilizing the country. The violence escalated to bombings, assassinations, and kidnappings, plunging Colombia into a state of chaos and fear. Despite the immense wealth he amassed, Escobar's illicit activities brought devastation to many communities. His empire was built on the misery of addiction and the destruction of lives affected by drug abuse, violence, and corruption. The international community intensified efforts to capture Escobar and dismantle the Medellin Cartel. In 1993, after years of evading capture, he was finally located in Medellin. Rather than surrender, Escobar engaged in a gunfight with Colombian authorities on a rooftop. He was shot and killed, bringing an end to his reign of terror. Pablo Escobar's life and crimes have left an enduring impact on Colombia and the world. His story serves as a cautionary tale of the consequences of unbridled ambition and the destructive power of the illegal drug trade. Despite his death, the legacy of Escobar and the Medellin Cartel continues to influence the drug trade and criminal organizations worldwide. The Colombian government's ongoing efforts to combat drug trafficking and organized crime stand as a testament to the lasting repercussions of Escobar's reign. Following the death of Pablo Escobar, the Colombian government intensified its efforts to combat drug trafficking and dismantle criminal organizations. The end of Escobar's reign marked a turning point in the country's fight against the drug trade, but it also revealed the deeply rooted challenges Colombia faced in combating organized crime. The Medellin Cartel fragmented after Escobar's death, with other drug lords vying for control over the lucrative drug trade routes. The power struggles led to further violence and instability, causing significant social and economic repercussions for the country. In the years following Escobar's demise, Colombian authorities, with the support of international allies, intensified their efforts to eradicate drug trafficking. They focused on strengthening law enforcement, improving intelligence gathering, and enhancing international cooperation to combat transnational crime. The Colombian government also implemented social and economic programs aimed at addressing the root causes of drug production and trafficking. Initiatives were launched to create alternative livelihoods for farmers involved in coca cultivation, encouraging them to transition to legal crops. Despite these efforts, the illegal drug trade persisted, as new cartels and organized crime groups emerged to fill the void left by the Medellin Cartel. The rise of these new criminal entities highlighted the complex nature of the drug trade and the challenges of dismantling deeply entrenched criminal networks. Over the years, Colombia made significant progress in its fight against drug trafficking and organized crime. In 2016, the Colombian government signed a historic peace agreement with the Revolutionary Armed Forces of Colombia, FARC, a guerrilla group involved in the drug trade. The agreement marked a major step towards ending the country's decades-long armed conflict and addressing some of the root causes of drug trafficking. However, challenges persist, and the drug trade remains a significant issue in Colombia. Cocaine production continues, and criminal organizations adapt to changing circumstances and law enforcement strategies. Pablo Escobar's life and legacy continue to captivate the public imagination, inspiring books, documentaries, and movies that explore the enigmatic figure and the dark era of the Medellin Cartel. Some admire his audacity and cunning, while others condemn the immense suffering and destruction caused by his criminal activities. Today, Colombia continues its efforts to combat drug trafficking, promote economic development, and foster a more inclusive society. The country's journey toward peace and prosperity is an ongoing one, shaped by both the lessons of history and the aspirations for a brighter future. The story of Pablo Escobar serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of pursuing power and wealth at any cost and the importance of building a society based on the rule of law and social justice.